Hello students, welcome back. Today we are going to start introduction part 2 for exercise 3.3 and also exercise 3.4. In previous lecture I have discussed about the quadrilaterals and elements of it. Now let us start. We know that quadrilaterals, there are different types of quadrilaterals. So we will take each one of them one by one. Now trapezium, as I have told, trapezium is also a quadrilateral. Now why the name trapezium is given, or whenever they give you trapezium, what does it means? So trapezium is a quadrilateral which has one pair of parallel sides. One pair of parallel sides. What does this means? In a quadrilateral, if one pair is having parallel sides, here parallel sides I have given with the arrow sign so that you can understand that this is the parallel side. So if one pair is parallel, so we can say that the given quadrilateral is trapezium. Here AB is parallel to CD. This is the symbol for is parallel to. So whenever they have given you a quadrilateral and one pair means in two sets of two. If they are parallel, so we can say that ABCD is a kite. Is a trapezium. Now we are moving to kite. A kite is type of quadrilateral. It is one type of quadrilateral whose adjacent sides are equal. Adjacent side I have already discussed in introductory lecture part 1. If you don't know, please go through it. Here if I take this, AB and AD are adjacent sides and both are equal. Here equals are represented by the symbols, same symbol. If they are having same symbol, that means they are equal in size, equal in length. Now also BC and CD are equal in length. So whose adjacent sides are equal, that is AB and AD are equal and BC and CD are equal. BC and CD are also adjacent side. If I rotate this kite and put it like this, here PQ and PS are equal and QR and SR are equal. So now let us move to the properties of kite. The diagonals are perpendicular to one another. If you see diagonals, it is having two diagonals. Both are perpendicular to one another. That means wherever they meet, they make angle of 90 degree. They make angle of 90 degree. Perpendicular means making angle of 90 degree between them. Next, second property, one of the diagonals bisect the other. The two diagonals which we have, out of them one diagonal bisects the other. One diagonal bisects the other. You cannot make out without seeing which diagonal will bisect the other. If you have the figure, you can say that here AC bisects BD. And what is the meaning of bisect? Bisect means making the two sides OD and OB equal. That is here OD is equal to OB. You can say here PR is bisecting SQ. That means PR is bisecting SQ means SQ is divided into two equal parts. That is OS is equal to OQ. Hope you have understood. Now third property, in the given figure, angle B is equal to angle D, but angle A is not equal to angle C. Angle B is equal to angle D. See, I have given also the same symbol. Also, angle Q and S are equal, but not A and C are not equal. P and R are not equal. What does this mean? This means that one of the opposite angles are equal in measure while the other two R's are not in equal measure. Here P and D are equal in measure, Q and S are equal in measure, but not A and C. Hope you have understood this property. These properties you have to go 2-3 times so that you can understand it properly, and make a habit of practicing daily. Then only you will be understanding the exercise. Now let us move to the third quadrilateral and very much important quadrilateral, and the name is parallelogram. Okay, when do we say that the given quadrilateral is a parallelogram? Let us see. A quadrilateral which has two pairs of parallel sides are called parallelogram. Two pairs of parallel side, here AB and CD are parallel. Parallel are represented by arrow sign in this figure I am talking about. AB and CD are parallel, and also BC and AD are parallel. So if they are having two pairs, one pair, two pairs of parallel sides, then it is a parallelogram. Now moving to properties of parallelogram. The opposite sides of a parallelogram are of equal length. That means if they are telling you that this is a parallelogram, that is PQRS is a parallelogram, then PQ will always be equal to SR. But if they give you that this is a parallelogram, then only QR is equal to PS. Understood? PQ is equal to SR and QR is equal to PS. Then if it is parallelogram, then we can say this, that opposite sides are of equal length. Moving to second property. Opposite angles of a parallelogram, this is for parallelogram I have written, are of equal measure. If they say that ABCD is a parallelogram, then you can easily make out, you can say that angle A is equal to angle C. Opposite angles of parallelogram are equal. And angle B is equal to angle D. Again I am telling, these equal designs are represented for equal in measure. That means B and D are having equal measures. So A is equal to angle C, that is opposite angles, and B and D are opposite angles, so they are equal if it is a parallelogram. Moving to third property. If they say ABCD is a parallelogram, then the sum of the adjacent angles are supplementary. That means angle D plus C is equal to 180 degree. Also angle B plus C is equal to 180 degree. A plus B is equal to 180 degree, and A plus D is equal to 180 degree. If they are telling you that this is a parallelogram, then only this property will apply. Now moving to fourth property. The diagonals of parallelogram bisects each other at the point of intersection. We know, let us say that this is a parallelogram PQRS. So QS and PR are the diagonals of parallelogram. And if they say that this is a parallelogram, that means wherever they intersect, they bisect each other over there. What does that mean? That means QS is divided into equal measures of OS is equal to OQ. That means this much part OQ is equal to OS, and OR is equal to OP. But the condition is, if they say this is a parallelogram, then only you can say OR is equal to OP and OQ is equal to OS. So I have discussed three types of quadrilateral in this lecture. In next video we will be discussing the three quadrilaterals, which is also the parallelogram, rhombus, rectangle and squares, and also their properties, and some few other topics also we will be discussing in next lecture, which is going to be very important. These 3 introduction lecture are very much important, students. Please go through it at least 2 to 3 times so that you can understand properly, and it will be helpful for you for solving the exercise 3.3 and 3.4. We will meet with a new video in new lecture. Till then, take care of yourself, stay home, stay safe. Bye bye.